Fáilteoireamh Gaeilge go Blá Clia as the Gaelic welcome to Dublin and the 1981 Grand Prix of the Eurovision Song Contest. Coming to you and approximately 500 million other viewers all over Europe, live from the Simmonscourt Pavilion of the Royal Dublin Society. Before the Grand Prix starts, a montage or mélange or masque of Irish scenes. It's an attempt to capture on film the essence of Ireland's culture, its crafts, and its people. You can see these stone forts all over the west of Ireland. The westernmost Aran Island, the Fort of Angus, a ring fort in Donegal. This is an 8th century chalice, the Ardagh chalice. Moving from the Celts to the Normans, with their great stone forts dotted all over Ireland. This is in County Antrim. Quick ad for the national airline there. These are seagulls, and that was a Dubliner. The Grand Canal in Dublin. And that's my brother and his family walking through the park with their children. Some Irish ducks. And a Dublin hansom cab. Dublin is a great Georgian city. The Georgian doors, the Georgian squares, Trinity College and a Henry Moore sculpture. Ireland, of course, is the land of the horse. And Wogan's winner did not win the Grand National, I'm afraid. One of the great sporting occasions in Ireland, the Gaelic football final. Fine work in silver. And this is the RDS grounds, where the great Dublin Horse Show is held, and from where this particular contest is coming this year. Beautiful scenery of Ireland. Killarney, Connemara, the cliffs of Moher, Ben Bulben. Film fades, and we begin the contest proper. The Eurovision Song Contest, 1981, from Dublin. The applause you're listening to now is not only for the orchestra, but for our hostess for this evening, Doireann Ní Bhriain, who will address the audience, the television audience, and the huge audience here in this great hall in Gaelic, French, and English. Doireann Ní Bhriain. Doireann is welcoming everybody in Gaelic, first of all. Irish, if you like, or Erse, the national language. Now, she'll next speak in French, and then she'll finally welcome everybody to Dublin in English. The competition's been held in Ireland this year because of Johnny Logan's victory at The Hague in 1980 with What's Another Year. It's exactly 10 years since Ireland last staged the Eurovision, and the country's been in a sort of song contest fever for the past week. The Irish are justly famous for their hospitality, and I'm sure that nobody's going to complain about the welcome they received in Dublin this week. The place seems to be awash with Irish coffee and the wine of the country. Staging the Eurosong, of course, has been a tremendous undertaking for RTE. Thousands of people, musicians, performers, broadcasters, journalists, the odd disc jockey, the 20 countries taking part tonight. When the camera gives you a full view, you'll see this huge stage and the marvellous set designed by Michael Grogan.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 26th Eurovision Song Contest, which is coming to you tonight from Dublin. We are here in the Royal Dublin Society, which this year celebrates its 250th anniversary. There will be artists from 20 countries competing in tonight's Grand Prix, and the programme will be transmitted in 29 countries to an estimated 500 million people. The order in which the songs will be presented has already been decided by the drawing of lots. The singers will be accompanied by the Raidió Teilifís Éireann Concert Orchestra, and before each song we'll be showing you a short film of the artists and composers filmed here in Dublin during the Eurovision week. So now it's time for the first song in the Eurovision Song Contest 1981, and I'd like to wish the artists and the composers the very best of luck, and I hope that all of you enjoy the evening.
Doireann Ní Bhriain, the compere for this evening. And the first entry for the 1981 Grand Prix is from Austria. Wenn du da bist, When You're There, be sung by young Austrian matinee idol Noel D Greene. There he is, breathing the air of Ireland. The last time Austria won was also with the solo male singer Udo Jürgens. And this contest has been won from the front before. It is a strain on any artist to come on first before an estimated audience of 500 million people all over Europe. See what I mean about the Irish coffee? Music and lyrics are by Werner Böhmler. Wenn du da bist, when you're there, then the trees turn green again. When you're there, then the flowers bloom again. Spring-like and romantic. Look, going down like ninepins. Applause here, the group whom you can't see. And now, the conductor, conducting the Raidió Concert Orchestra, Richard Österreicher, very gallantly presents a flower to the leader of the orchestra. Song number 1 in this year's contest, Wenn du da bist, Noel D Greene, Austria.
Die Vögel singen doch, wenn du fort bist, und die Blumen blühen doch, bin ich einsam, und all die Menschen um mich her tun, als ob nichts geschehen wär. Wenn du fort bist, hör ich das Vogelsingen nicht. Wenn du fort bist, gibt selbst die Sonne trübes Licht. Was ich tue, es ist alles fad und leer, dann fehlst du mir so sehr. Doch wenn du da bist und ich atme deine Nähe mir ganz nah bist und ich in deine Augen sehe, wenn du da bist, ich dich in die Arme nehme, dann vergessen wir die Welt rings um uns her. Wenn du da bist, seh ich die Bäume wieder grün. Wenn du da bist, seh ich die Blumen wieder blühen. Wenn du da bist, ja dann wünsch ich mir so sehr, bitte geh nicht fort, nie mehr. Wenn du fort bist, laufe ich ohne Ziel umher, ganz verloren, fühl ich mich ausgehöhlt und leer. Wenn du fort bist, habe ich keine Pläne mehr, dann fehlst du mir so sehr. Doch wenn du da bist und ich atme deine Nähe, mir ganz nah bist und ich in deine Augen sehe, wenn du da bist, ich dich in die Arme nehme, dann vergessen wir die Welt rings um uns her. Wenn du da bist, seh ich die Bäume wieder grün. Wenn du da bist, seh ich die Blumen wieder blühen. Wenn du da bist, ja dann wünsch ich mir so sehr, bitte geh nicht fort, nie mehr.
When du da bist. Marty Bhriain breathing a sigh of relief. He did well. It was that girl trying to sing through the football helmet I felt sorry for. Song number 2 comes from Turkey. I was taken to task last year by many Turks living in Britain for what they regarded as my cavalier treatment of their entry. So I'll redress the balance this year. Suitably crawling introduction. Turkey's splendid entry is Carousel, to be sung by the Modern Folk Trio. Remarkable group, particularly when you consider that there's 4 of them. Actually, I'm not being entirely fair again. It's Selami, Ahmet and Doireann and Aishgul, a very pretty girl, who makes it the Modern Folk Trio +1. They're on the beach, just north of Dublin. Carousel is translated as life is no child's play, my friend. Coming to a world has its price. But fair enough. Words and music by Ali Kokatepi. The arranger is Ono Tunç. And this is the man himself, conducted previously for his native country. The Turkish entry, song number 2 from the Modern Folk Trio, translated as Carousel.
Yaşamak oyun değil arkadaş. Dünyaya gelmenin bir bedeli var. Dost bildiklerin tükenmez arkadaş. Sevgi insanların hamurunda var. Yaşamak dönme dolap gibidir. Onun da iniş ve çıkışları var. Talih bilir hep çıkanlar arkadaş. Gerçek dost direnlerin yanında var. Nefes almak değildir yaşamak. Düşünmek ve hissetmektir yaşamak. Sen gülmeden geçen günlere acı.
assembled multitude here in Dublin. Oh, look, I'm on camera. For the Turkish entry. That wonderful set, by the way, represents the torque, the clasp for the Celtic cloak. Scenes of Dublin here for the German entry. Now, they haven't won the song contest in donkey's years, and they're pinning their hopes this year on Johnny Blue, sung by Lena Balaitis. This has been the favourite here in Dublin. The music is by Ralph Ziegler, the lyrics by Bernd Meininger. Ralph and Bernd are no chickens at this game. They wrote the German entry last year, Theater, which came second. They're accompanying Lena Balaitis on a walk through Dublin. It's a cheery little ditty, this. It goes, blue, blue, blue, Johnny Blue. Everybody sings your songs. Blue, blue, blue, Johnny Blue. The arranger is Wolfgang Rödelberger, who's also conducting the Raidió Éireann Concert Orchestra. I don't know why he's so popular, but obviously very well liked here. Lena Balaitis with the backing group, the German entry, Johnny Blue.
Mit einem, der blind war wie er. Und er saß meist zu Hause, die Jungen dort draußen, die riefen bloß hinter ihm her. Sie riefen Blue, Blue, Blue, Johnny Blue. Welche Farbe hat die Sonne? Blue, Blue, Blue, Johnny Blue. Kinder können grausam sein. Da spielte er, sie war sein Freund. Seine Lieder, die klangen nach Hoffnung und Freude und manchmal als ob jemand weint. Und er sang Blue, Blue, Blue, Johnny Blue. Welche Farbe hat die Sonne? Blue, Blue, Blue, Johnny Blue. Und die Kinder hörten zu. Und bald spielte keiner so wie er. Seine Lieder, die gingen den Menschen ans Herz. Und er malte Farben aus Musik und vergaß all seinen Schmerz. Und man kamen 10.000 zu seinen Konzerten, denn er schenkte ihnen die Kraft, an die Zukunft zu glauben, im Dunkel des Lebens. Er hatte es selber Johnny Blue, Blue, Blue, Johnny Blue. Und sie kamen immer wieder. Blue, Blue, Blue, Johnny Blue. Keiner spielt so schön wie du. Blue, Blue, Blue, Johnny Blue. Alle singen deine Lieder. Blue, Blue, Blue, Johnny Blue.
Loud applause for the German entry. I think that was Johnny Blue standing behind Lena Balaitis with the mouth organ. Very attractive performer. Crowd are responding well. Song number 4 is from Luxembourg. C'est peut-être pas Amérique. It's maybe not America. The lyrics are by Sophie Marquenot, Jean-Claude Pascal, who also sings the song, and the music is by Jean-Claude Petit. This is the bold Jean-Claude, the suave boulevardier in the chevalier mold. Chorus in English goes, it's maybe not America. But America isn't all. I have some music in my heart, and that music means a lot to me. Luxembourg have won the song contest several times. In fact, they won it 2 years running in 1972-73. Give us a song while you're at it. Hey, Moody. Jean-Claude Pascal will have the backing of 3 girls, 2 boys. This is the conductor, Joël Rocher. Song 4, the Luxembourg entry, C'est peut-être pas Amérique. Jean-Claude Pascal.
C'est peut-être pas l'Amérique, mais l'Amérique, ce n'est pas tout. J'ai dans le cœur une musique, et cette musique, pour moi, c'est beaucoup. Elle vient du Nord ou de Provence, elle est tramontane ou Mistral, elle est le violon pour la danse, le cœur dans la cathédrale. Elle chante dans mes soirs de fête, elle berce mes nuits de cafard. Elle est balade ou chansonnette, elle est piano, elle est guitare. C'est peut-être pas l'Amérique, mais l'Amérique, ce n'est pas tout. J'ai dans le cœur une musique, et cette musique, pour moi, c'est beaucoup. Elle vient du fond de nos mémoires, elle vient d'avant que l'on soit né. Elle nous raconte notre histoire, nos racines et notre passé. Si l'univers est à l'orage, si la terre tremble sous nos pieds, nous continuerons le voyage pour qu'elle n'arrête pas de chanter. C'est peut-être pas l'Amérique, mais l'Amérique, ce n'est pas tout. J'ai dans le cœur une musique, et cette musique, pour moi, c'est beaucoup. C'est beaucoup.
C'est peut-être pas l'Amérique. Jean-Claude Pascal. That large lady was an American. I don't know why I should point that out to you. I just felt I should. Song 5 is the Israeli entry. And like Luxembourg, Israel have also won this contest twice in succession in 78-79. They're in St. Stephen's Green in Dublin, throwing things at the Ducks. The group is Habibi, as you can see. It's Yuval, Kiki, Ami, and Shlomet, who's an attractive girl. The song is Helaila, in English, Tonight. Lyrics by Shlomet, Daron Dor and Yuval Dor, the music by Shuki Levy. Before we say goodbye, before night falls, many things will be said between us. Coming out of Stephen's Green in the middle of Dublin and into the Simmonscourt Pavilion, Eldad Shrem, who's conducted for Israel on their previous 2 winning contests. The group is Habibi then. The song is Halaila, Tonight, the Israeli entry.
לפני יום ירד, דברים רבים יאמרו בינינו, 1000 מילים, 1000 צלילים עד הלילה. נדמה שכבר קרה, נדמה שכבר היה, נדמה שכבר נאמרו בינינו כל המילים, כל הצלילים, לילה לילה. מה שהיה, מה שהיה, שהיה בינינו, מה שהיה, מה שהיה, שאמרנו שנינו, כל המילים, כל הצלילים, לילה לילה, שאמרנו שנינו, מה שהיה, מה שהיה, שהיה בינינו, מה שהיה, מה שהיה, שאמרנו שנינו, כל המילים, כל הצלילים. לילה לילה, לילה לילה. הלילה, הלילה, יהיה זה הלילה, נאמר דברים שלא אמרנו מעולם. יהיה זה הלילה, שבו נאמר ללא מילים, ללא צלילים, נאמר דברים שלנו. מה שהיה, מה שהיה, שהיה בינינו, מה שהיה, מה שהיה, שאמרנו שנינו, כל הצלילים, לילה לילה, שאמרנו שנינו, מה שהיה, מה שהיה, שהיה בינינו, מה שהיה, מה שהיה, שאמרנו שנינו, כל המילים, כל הצלילים, לילה לילה, לילה
That one went big in the hall. Layla, a Habibi for Israel. Good lively performance. The Danish entry is next, and that will be song number 6. It's called Kriller eller ej. It means frizzles or not, to curl or not to curl. They're the two singers, Tommy Zeebach and Debbie Cameron. Tommy Zeebach also wrote the music. The lyrics are by Kjeld Haik, and roughly translated, the chorus goes, straight or curly hair, we love our children so. May their eyes be brown or blue, you love your children too. Simple plea for racial harmony. These particular shots were taken at Dublin Zoo. Tommy and Debbie have had hit singles together in Denmark, and Zeebach has represented his country in this contest before. The applause for the conductor coming down the steps, Alan Boczynski, who's also a jazz trumpeter of international repute. Just out of your eyes are the performers ready to sing for Denmark, Kriller eller ej.
Store lyse krøller. Jeg har en dreng på 3 med store brune øjne. Jamen jeg har bare en mere end du har. Okay, måske, men ingen er bedre end mine, for han er bare helt speciel, hvis jeg må sige det selv. Krøller eller ej, vi elsker vores børn.
To curl or not to curl, Krullererai, Tommy Sebach, Debbie Cameron. That's the Danish entry, song number 6 in the 26th Eurovision Song Contest from Dublin, live. Yugoslavia next, another country never to have actually won this contest. The gentleman singing it is Said Memich Vajta. Luckily for the commentators, he's abbreviated his name to Vajta. There's the man in the beard. The song is Leila. The words and music are by Ranko Boban, the arranger. He'll also conduct the orchestra. The orchestra will be conducted by Ranko Ritzman. The refrain, no one will ever love you as I do, never. No one will ever love you as I do, Leila. Birds would have led us into song. The sun would have lighted our way for our happiness and for you. Lovely weather in Dublin. Backing group, 2 guitars and 3 girl vocalists. This is Ranko Ritzman. Song 7, the Yugoslavian entry, sung by Vajta. It's called Leila.
Nikad te niko neće voljet ko ja. Leila, nikad te niko neće voljet ko ja. Nikada. Malo nam je trebalo, znaj, samo malo, još jedan san. Za nas bi procvjetale ruže da si dočekala sa mnom dan. O, samo da si ostala tu. Ali nisi željela to, ali nisi željela to. Nikad te niko neće voljet ko ja. Nikada. Nikad te niko neće voljet ko ja. Ptice bi nas pjesmom vodile, znaj, sunce bi nam opasjalo put. Za našu sreću i za tebe, draga, sačuvao sam ljubav svu. O, samo da si ostala tu. Ali nisi željela to, ali nisi željela to. Nikad te niko neće voljet ko ja. Nikada. Nikad te niko neće voljet ko ja. Leila. Nikad te niko neće voljet ko ja.
Leila by Said, or as we call him, Vajta. Yugoslavian entry. Although you can't see it, all is activity on the stage as the microphones are placed for the next group, the next song. Number 8, the Finnish entry, Reggae OK. The beat doesn't resemble any reggae I've ever heard. It goes, well, now there ain't no groovin' like the slow, slow movin' Reggae OK. The singer is Ricky Sorsa. This, by the way, is Powerscourt Waterfall in the Powerscourt Domain in County Wicklow. Beautiful place. Ricky Sorsa is very irritated when you say he looks like Rod Stewart. And I'm sure Rod would be equally irritated if you said he looked like Ricky. He's backed by a group which includes Britain's Jim Pembroke, I think that's Jim, on the clarinet, and Umbrella. He's been living in Finland since '65. He wrote the song along with Olli Ojala. This is the conductor, Otto Donner. Finland's entry, Ricky Zorza with backing group. The song is Reggae OK. After the headphones have been placed on the ears, of course.
Teille yksi juttu, ehkä outo homma täällä reggae. Okei. Ja jos ei kaikille vielä tuttu, silti koko ajan päällä reggae. Okei. No niin raskat ku kunnit kulmillaan. Tätä biittiä pitää omanaan. Ja Mätti, joka sanoi, kiitti mulle riitti reggae. Okei. Tää rytmi menee tajuntaan, se soundi on ku pommi reggae. Okei. Sen opit kyllä tosta vaan, se tuttu on ku rommi reggae. Okei. Ja jos kiinnostaa tää meno nyt, niin nauti siitä kunnes menetyt. Ja kohta säkin sanot, tää biitti mulle kiitti reggae. Okei. Reggae. Okei. Reggae. Rytmi menee tajuntaan, se soundi on ku pommi reggae. Okei. Sen opit kyllä tosta vaan, se tuttu on ku rommi reggae. Okei. Ja jos kiinnostaa tää meno nyt, niin nauti siitä kunnes menetyt. Ja kohta säkin sanot, tää biitti mulle kiitti reggae. Okei. Reggae. Okei. Reggae. Okei. Reggae. Okei. Okei.
Well, you can't say you're not getting a variety of costume here. Good to see the old accordion coming into reggae music, isn't it? That's for Finland. Reggae OK. Our next song, song number 9, is from France. And the French have the best record in this contest. And the last occasion they won was in London in 1977 with Marie Myriam, walking down Grafton Street, the fashionable boulevard here in Dublin. Then the winning song in '77 was written by tonight's composers, Jean-Paul Carat and Joe Grassi. This time, it's going to be sung by Jean Gabilou. There's the man himself. He's Tahitian, and he's backed by 3 girls and 2 gentlemen. They're all there in the window with him. It's a sort of sing-along number called Hum Mana Hum. The English translation is philosophical. There were women and flowering girls. What's a flower? A musical question. You saw more Irish coffee there, you see what I mean? The conductor is the very un-French David Springfield to conduct song 9 from France, Hum Mana Hum, sung by Jean Gabilou.
Sur une galaxie en l'an 3000,
l'homme est assis sur le sol gris. Autour de lui, tous les enfants sont réunis pour écouter ce qu'il va raconter. Regardez notre petit là-bas dans la nuit.
Là dans la nuit,
Cette boule qui brille était pleine de vie.
pleine de vie.
Les hommes de la guerre, on était fiers. Ils avaient baptisé la terre. Il y avait de longs et de grands arbres et des milliers d'oiseaux volant sur les vagues et plein de fruits dans les vallées et les prairies et les forêts savaient encore chanter. Il y avait des femmes et des filles en fleurs. Les hommes les portaient autour de leur cœur. Les femmes de la guerre, on était fiers. L'amour était fruit de la terre. Terre, terre des hommes. Et voilà mes amis, l'histoire est finie.
Pourquoi finir?
Cette boule qui brille n'a plus de vie.
De vie.
Les hommes de la guerre étaient tous frères, mais ils ont inventé la guerre. Terre, terre des hommes. Terre, terre des hommes.
Very dramatic stuff from Jean Garilou.
Fine singer for France. Our next song, song number 10, comes from Spain. It's called Y Solo Tú, and Only You. It'll be sung by Jose M. Bachelli Ortega, Bachelli for short. He's of Italian origin and 29 years of age. His biography says he's a born artist who swells when faced with difficult tasks. Good job you're at a safe distance. The composer here, with the cap, is Amado Jaén, who used to sing with Spain's most successful group, Los Diablos. And Only You and Only Me, the blue sky and love in your eyes, under the flowering cherries of a Dublin park. A backing group of 4, and Bachelli, and the conductor is Juan Barcons. Spanish entry, song 10, Y Solo Tú, sung by Bachelli.
Y solo tú, y solo yo, enamorados en la playa bajo el sol. No hay nadie más alrededor, y en la arena yo dibujo un corazón. El viento enreda tus cabellos, como queriéndote acariciar. Y solo tú, y solo yo, el cielo azul y en tus ojos el amor, mirando el mar embrujado, nos abrazamos con la fuerza de un ciclón.
igual si tú no estás. Me quedo con mi soledad en un rincón. Wow, wow. Nada, nada, nada, nada, nada es igual si no estás tú. Wow, wow, wow, wow, wow, wow. Y solo tú y solo yo sabemos todos los secretos del amor. Y solo tú y solo yo en nuestro mundo dulce, alegre y soñador. Entre mis brazos yo te beso, siento en tus labios fuego abrasador. Y nada, nada, nada, nada, nada es igual si tú no estás. Me quedo con mi soledad en un rincón. Wow, wow. Nada, nada, nada, nada, nada es igual si no estás tú. Wow, wow, wow, wow, wow, wow. Y solo tú y solo yo sabemos todos los secretos del amor. Y solo tú y solo yo en nuestro mundo dulce, alegre y soñador. Entre mis brazos yo te beso, siento en tus labios fuego abrasador. Y nada, nada, nada, nada, nada es igual si tú no estás. Me quedo con mi soledad en un rincón. Wow, wow. Nada, nada, nada, nada, nada es igual si no estás tú. Wow, wow, wow, wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow, wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow, wow, wow, wow.
Kelly to Spain and Y Solo Tú. Well, we're halfway through the contest. 10 gone and 10 to go. Have we seen the winner yet? Well, I don't think so. I think all the best songs are in the second half. The Dutch entry next. Het is een wonder, sung by Linda Williams. Charming lady, married with 2 children. Het is een wonder. It's a miracle. It's a miracle that I have met you. You're giving new injections in my life. Some of these things suffer in the translation. These are the composers, Kees de Wit and Bert van der Laar. Netherlands, I was afraid of that, they're drinking again. Netherlands have won 3 times, the last time in 1975. And they were the hosts for the song contest in The Hague last year. The conductor is Roger van Otterloo. Young and vivacious. Song 11, Holland's entry, sung by Linda Williams. Het is een wonder. It's a miracle.
Het is een wonder, het is een wonder, ja, dat ik jou heb ontmoet. Jij geeft mijn leven nu voorgoed een stimulans. wonder, ja, dat ik jou heb ontmoet. Jij geeft mijn leven nu voorgoed een stimulans. Een warme tinteling in mijn bloed, een liefdesdans. Een nieuwe kans, het is een wonder.
Het is een wonder. Linda Williams for Holland. And you can wait for the roar of applause for the next song. It's song number 12, and it's Ireland's entry, the host country. Now, they've won this contest twice, first in 1970 with Dana, and 10 years later with Johnny Logan. Their entry this year is Horoscopes, sung by Sheba. 3 attractive Irish girls, Maxie, Marion and Frances, have the fur coats on at the Phoenix Park Racecourse. Now, Maxie, that's her there, has previously sung in this contest as a solo artist in Luxembourg in 73. They're going to put their coats, or possibly their shirts, on something or other. The music is by Joe Burkett. The lyrics are by Jim Kelly, and they're in fact brothers-in-law. Hello, I think the horse has gone down. Yes, I was afraid of that. Yes, they've had to hock the coats, and in those skimpy outfits, they're going to need a lift. The Raidió Teilifís Concert Orchestra, conducted by Noel Kelehan, very popular figure on the music scene, both here and in Europe. He's conducted the Irish songs on many previous contests. Ireland's entry, 3 girls calling themselves Sheba, and the song is called Horoscopes.
Rushing for the papers every day to find out what the stars have got to say about the fortunes that are on the way. It's crazy, crazy, working and waiting that forever will hold. Success comes from what we do, not from what we're told. And counting on lucky stars is living a more song. Don't let the planets take control of our lives. Believe in the truth and not celestial lies. It's we are the stars above the right, our horoscopes. Virgos and Arians, Leos, Aquarians, Pisces, Cancerians show. No matter where we're born, Libra or Capricorn, Taurus and Scorpions know. Nothing can change the way we've chosen to live, and no one can tell us when to take or to give. It's we not the stars above the right, our horoscopes. Yet in spite of this, when daylight dies, there we are with eyes turned to the sky, all anxious to be told a few more lies. Still crazy, crazy, working on waiting that forever will hold. Success comes from what we do, not from what we're told. And counting on lucky stars is living on false hopes. Don't let the planets take control of our lives. Believe in the truth and not celestial lies. It's we not the stars above the right, our horoscopes. Throw away almanac, signs of the zodiac, when there is sense to be found. They are celestial, we are terrestrial. Let's keep our feet on the ground. Don't let the planets take control of our lives. Believe in the truth and not celestial lies. It's we not the stars above the right, our horoscopes. It's we not the stars above the right, our horoscopes.
Well, you wouldn't expect anything else but an enormous cheer for that. The girls, very charming, very pretty, wearing Flash Gordon outfits. That's Ireland's entry, Horoscopes, and that must have a good chance. Good performance. Now, I don't know whether you believe in horoscopes, but let's hope the Norwegians aren't superstitious because they're number 13. They're reflected in the waters, the calm waters of the Grand Canal. Those Dublin Georgian buildings in the background. Leading the Norwegian group, you can see here, is Finn Kalvik. That's the winsome lad there. A popular star in Scandinavia. He's worked closely with ABBA. He's written this song as well. Now, Norway haven't had much success in this contest, but it's the taking part that counts. 3 girls and 2 boys. Backing Finn Kalvik. Aldri I livet, the song, Never in My Life will I think of going away from you, is the translation. Never in my life, my friend, not until I join with the wind. A very sore thing. Sigurd Janssen is the conductor. The song is Aldri I livet, Never in My Life already, sung by Finn Kalvik to his own guitar accompaniment with the backing group.
Som da jeg så deg for første gang. I dine tidløse øyne finnes svar som ingen andre jeg kjenner har. Hver gang jeg drar herfra, tenker du på meg da. Hver gang jeg drar herfra, glem ikke løftet jeg ga. Aldri i livet har jeg tenkt på å reise ifra deg. Aldri i livet, min venn, før jeg slår følge med vinden. Aldri i livet har jeg tenkt på å reise ifra deg. Aldri i livet, min venn, før jeg slår følge med vinden. Du har gitt livet en ny harmoni. Tiden i ensomhet er forbi. Jeg har vært blindet, men nå kan jeg se. Elskling, fordi du har lært meg det. Hver gang jeg drar herfra, tenker du på meg da. Hver gang jeg drar herfra, glem ikke løftet jeg ga. Aldri i livet har jeg tenkt på å reise ifra deg. Aldri i livet, min venn, før jeg slår følge med vinden. Aldri i livet har jeg tenkt på å reise ifra deg. Aldri i livet, min venn, før jeg slår følge med vinden.
That's a pleasant song from Norway. Aldri I livet, Finn Kalvik, Never in My Life. That's the song we've been waiting for next. Song 14, United Kingdom's entry from Bucks Fizz, Making Your Mind Up. There they go. I think they're going for a spin around Dublin Bay. Now, the group are Cheryl, Mike, Bobby, and Jay. That's as you'll see them on the stage. Cheryl and Jay in the front there, that's Cheryl. She has sung before in this contest with Coco in 1978. It's Bobby. And that's Mike, a Nolan brother. And last time the United Kingdom won this contest was in 1975, you remember, with Brotherhood of Man, and Save Your Kisses for Me. They're the composers, Andy Hill and John Danta. Little confusion with the Irish money. They're not alone there. As times are hard. Bucks Fizz, they'll get a very warm reception. United Kingdom groups always do here in Dublin. Conductor is John Coleman, looking calm and rested, yet confident. United Kingdom's entry, Making Your Mind Up, from Bucks Fizz. Yes, that's gone very big in the Simmonscourt extension as well. United Kingdom's entry, Bucks Fizz, very vivacious performance, full of beans. Certainly in the top 5, I'd say, for the United Kingdom, that one. Could well be a winner. Song 15 is from Portugal. And the Portuguese entry has an English title, Playback. And this is the man who's singing it, Carlos Paião. Although it has an English title, of course it'll be sung, like all the entries, in Carlos' native tongue, with the help of a backing group. They're the two composers, by the way. Well, Carlos is 23. He's an undergraduate of the Medical School of Lisbon. And he's not going to give up the day job, obviously. Playback is you may not know how to sing, nor even whistle a single note, but you'll never be out of tune in playback. All around the old park bench. The Portuguese entry will be conducted by Segundo Galarza. This is song number 15. The title is Playback, with a backing group, Carlos Paião.
Podes não saber cantar, nem sequer assobiar, com certeza que não vais desafinar. Em playback, em playback, em playback. Só precisas de acertar, não tem nada que enganar. E assim mesmo sem cantar vais desafinar. Em playback, em playback, em playback. Só precisas de acertar, não tem nada que enganar. E assim mesmo sem cantar vais encantar. Em playback, em playback, em playback. Em playback, em playback, em playback. Em playback, em playback, em playback.
He's a cheery soul, is Carlos Paião. Colourful costumes for that one. The Portuguese entry, song number 15. 16 is the Belgian entry. One of their strongest, I think, for a long time. It's called Samson. This has been shot in Howth, which is on the north side of Dublin Bay, and as you can see, they're going to eat and drink again before our very eyes. It'll be sung by the 23-year-old Emily Starr from Ghent. Best legs in the contest, and one of the best singers as well. She has the able assistant. You're not going to eat all that, are you? These are the people who've written the song: Kick Dandy and Penny Else. And Helene and Nikki, who are going to be backing up Emily Starr. This is the cheekiest song in the contest. Samson, passion and desire, waiting for Delilah. Samson, I can light your fire. Yes, indeed. Giuseppe Marchese, known to his friends as Pino. The Belgian entry, biblical theme, though there's not much sign of it. Samson, Emily Starr.
Je enige vrouw. Playboy, ik ben met je leven. En ander kan je lief Samson. Honderden verhalen zonder een Delilah. Samson. Ik neem je wel de haren graag. Raak met me mee. Samson. I love you.
Yes, indeed. I like that one. It has an elusive charm. Samson. Oh, I'll be all right in a moment. That's the Belgian entry, song 16. There's 4 more to go. Sweden, Switzerland, Cyprus, and now the Greek entry. Another country which has never won this contest. Fegari Kalokarino is the song, Summer Moon. The singer is Yanis Dimitris, there he is. He's with a young lady called Sofia Chuntra, who's 18 years of age, and she will be accompanying him not only on this trip on the boat, but on the piano on stage. Now, Yanis Dimitris also wrote the song, along with Yorgos Niarchos. That's the man himself. He'll be conducting the orchestra. Dimitris comes from Corfu in the Aegean. He's worked with Manos Hadjidakis, great Greek composer. A view once again from the seaside of the south side of Dublin Bay. Fegari Kalokarino. Yorgos Niarchos, co-author of the song. Natalie turned out. And the Greek entry, Summer Moon, Yanis Dimitris.
Φεγγάρι καλοκαιρινό, στον ίσιο σου θα τριγυρνώ, στη μάχη αστροφέγγια, λουλούδια θα είναι τα φιλιά. Ήρθα κοντά σου να σταθώ, μικρό καράβι στο γυαλό, τρέμω τους ίσιους της νυχτιάς, γι' αυτό φεγγάρι μου να μ' αγαπάς. Φεγγάρι καλοκαιρινό, στου έρωτα τον ουρανό, η μάχεμενη αστροφέγγια, λουλούδια κάνει τα σου ψιθυρίζω, σ' αγαπώ. Τώρα θα χτίσω εκκλησιά για της αγάπης τα τρελά παιδιά. Φεγγάρι καλοκαιρινό, στου έρωτα τον ουρανό, αστροφέγγια, λουλούδια κάνει τα φιλιά.
Well, that was in contrast to what's gone before, and that can often create high marks for the song. And that was a nice song. That's Yanis Dimitris. And the Greek entry, Fegari Kalokarino, Summer Moon. Song 18, the first ever Cypriot entry. Very highly regarded. This is one that's come up in rehearsals, and I think it's a very good chance of winning. First time out for the Cypriots. Sung by the newly formed group Island. Alexia, Areti, Aristos, and Roger. Song is about love, appropriately enough, coming from Cyprus. Looks as if it's about lobsters, but it's not. About love. Coming from Cyprus, the island of Aphrodite, goddess of love. Moni, Moni, Moni, Monica. Live for me, and I'll live for you. They don't look awfully romantic now digging into the seafood, but wait till you see them on stage. The composers are Stavros Sideras and Doros Georgiades. On saxophone, you'll see on stage Teilifís Semberoulis. The conductor is Michalis Rosakis. The first entry ever from Cyprus in this contest.
Πάντα μαζί.
Περάσαμε πόρες και δύσκολες ώρες, μα πάντα η αγάπη μαζί.
Ποτέ δεν θυμάμαι ανήσυχος να είμαι, γιατί ήσουν πάντα εσύ. Είσαι στη συντροφιά μου, τραγούδι χαρά μου, αγάπη και πίδα χρυσή. Μόνη, μόνη, μόνη, μόνη, μόνη, μόνη, μόνη, μόνη, μόνικα. Ζήσε εσύ για μένα, ζω εγώ για σένα, κύριε αρμόνικα. Μόνη, μόνη, μόνη, μόνη, μόνη, μόνη, μόνη, μόνη, μόνικα. Ζήσε εσύ για μένα, ζω εγώ για σένα, κύριε αρμόνικα. Γιατί ήσουν πάντα εσύ. Είσαι στη συντροφιά μου, τραγούδι χαρά μου, αγάπη και πίδα χρυσή. Μόνη, μόνη, μόνη, μόνη, μόνη, μόνη, μόνη, μόνη, μόνικα. Ζήσε εσύ για μένα, ζω εγώ για σένα, κύριε αρμόνικα. Μόνη, μόνη, μόνη, μόνη, μόνη, μόνη, μόνη, μόνη, μόνικα. Ζήσε εσύ για μένα, ζω εγώ για σένα, κύριε αρμόνικα. Μόνη, μόνη, μόνη, μόνη, μόνη, μόνη, μόνη, μόνη, μόνικα. Ζήσε εσύ για μένα, ζω εγώ για σένα, κύριε αρμόνικα. Μόνη, μόνη, μόνη, μόνη, μόνη, μόνη, μόνη, μόνη, μόνικα. Ζήσε εσύ για μένα, ζω εγώ για σένα, κύριε αρμόνικα. Μόνικα.
That's a big one for Cyprus. Monica. You never know. That could do it for them in the very first Eurovision Song Contest. Island for Cyprus. 2 more songs to go. This is my own particular favourite. The old Dublin hansom cab, leading the Swiss entry, Peter, Sue and Mark. Switzerland won the very first Eurovision 25 years ago in 1956. 26, is it? The old maths were never very hot. This is one of the favourites to win it again, Io Senza Te. They're drinking again here. As I said, the wine of the country here. Me Without You. It'll be sung in Italian. It'll be sung by Peter, Sue and Mark, who sung for Switzerland at previous contests. Coincidentally, they sung for their country when the contest was last held in Dublin 10 years ago. It's by Nella Martinetti and Peter Reber, who's one of the group. The conductor, rushing to his podium, is Rolf Sukowski. The Swiss entry, very hotly tipped. Peter, Sue and Mark. Io Senza Te.
1, 2, 3, 4.
tu quel che è stato non parliamone più. Io senza te cosa farei? Io non respiro se tu non ci sei. Io senza te cosa sarei? Una parola che non vola più.
Prenderti nel vento come un anno fa, stesso sentimento, stessa intensità.
E trovai parole che non dissi mai, mentre il sole muore sul mio cuore stai. Io senza te cosa farei della mia vita e dei giorni miei? Io senza te come farei? Amore mio, ti menterei.
Io senza te cosa farei?
Io senza te come farei? Amore mio, ti menterei. Amore mio, ti menterei.
Well, if they go for a melody, if the international juries go for melody, I think that's the winner. But I know nothing. The Swiss entry, Io senza te, Peter Reber on the panpipes. Finally, song 20 from Sweden. Sweden's last win, and indeed only win, was in '74 in Brighton when ABBA began their phenomenal success story with Waterloo. It's been very hard for subsequent Swedish entries to follow that. And this is tonight's performer on the right there, Björn Skifs. He's been in this contest before. He represented Sweden in Paris in 1978. Tonight he sings Fångad i en dröm, Caught in a Dream, written by Bengt Palmers, who's there with him. And here comes the backing group. They're walking down the steps of a marvellous house in County Wicklow called Powerscourt. Caught in a dream that won't set you free. The orchestra will be conducted by another hardy Eurosong annual, Anders Berglund. The final song in this year's contest from Sweden, Björn Skifs, Fångad i en dröm.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I mitt hus, där händer det att natten är lång. I mitt hus, där känner du någonting är på gång. Och när dagen börjar skymma bjuder oron upp till dans. Du försöker komma undan, men du kommer ingenstans. Och fångad i en dröm som inte gör dig fri. Fångad i en dröm hålls du kvar
var full av logik. I en tid när sagor inte längre hör hit, ser du verkligheten rasa och det isar i din hud, så du skriker ut din fasa, men det kommer inga ljud. Och fångar i en dröm som inte gör dig fri. Fångar i en dröm, hålls du kvar ändå av din fantasi. Jag fångar om igen. Om du kunde fly. Men fångar i en dröm, blir du kvar ändå tills att dagen gryr. Fångar i en dröm som inte gör dig fri. Jag fångar i en dröm, blir du kvar ändå i din fantasi. I en dröm.
Fånga i en dröm. Björn Skifs. For Sweden, final song in this year's Eurovision Song Contest, the 26th. Been going a long time, hasn't it? I wonder if you've picked out the winner. Where do you think the United Kingdom is going to come? Here's
Those
Doireann Ní
were the
Bhriain.
20 songs for this year's contest. While the juries are making up their minds, we're bringing you some music and dance, which has been specially commissioned for this evening's programme. Timedance, composed and arranged by Donal Lunny and Bill Whelan, is a three-part sequence of music and dance. The first part is a traditional reel played on uilleann pipes and bodhrán. The second part is a newly composed piece in the style of the 18th century harpers, while the third section illustrates the influence of contemporary music on the traditional form. Timedance is performed, the music is performed by Planxty, one of Ireland's best-known traditional music groups, and the choreography is by Anne Courtney.
Thank you, Doireann. Doireann's once again explaining the musical item for the interval in French and then Gaelic. Well, I don't know how you enjoyed the contest. I certainly did. I think that if the juries go for upbeat music, the Cypriot entry, or possibly the United Kingdom entry will win. Covering all sides here, I think Ireland will score well, so too will Germany. But I do still have a sneaking regard for the Swiss entry if the international juries decide to pick a melody. Now, this musical interlude you're going to see in here is designed to give various international juries a precious few moments more to decide where the marks are going to go. Obviously, no country can vote for itself, and equally obviously, the voting should be done strictly on the merits of each song. However, I'm not entirely convinced that a little national prejudice doesn't creep in from time to time. You'll be able to see for yourself when the scoring starts. The interval piece you'll see is described by Doireann Ní Bhriain is called Timedance, a representation of Irish music and dance through the ages. Irish traditional music has undergone an enormous revival here in the past 20 years, particularly among the younger generation, eager to discover their musical heritage. You'll see it start with a reel, the uilleann pipes and the bodhrán. Timedance. That was Timedance. As we return to the Simmonscourt Pavilion of the Royal Dublin Society grounds, huge grounds in Ballsbridge in Dublin, where is held the Royal Dublin Society Horse Show. And here, many concerts are held, both symphony and pop. Queen were here recently. Doireann Ní Bhriain once again.
Now it's time for the voting, and to begin with, I'd like to introduce Frank Naef, the official scrutineer of the European Broadcasting Union, who will be supervising the voting procedure.
Good evening to you.
Good evening, Frank. You're very welcome. There's a jury in each of the 20 participating countries, and they will award 12 points to the song gaining the highest number of votes from their jury, 10 to the second, 8 to the third, and 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1 in order of preference. They'll vote in ascending order, starting with the song which has gained the lowest number of votes. And of course, no jury will have heard the votes of the preceding juries. So now it's time to call in our first jury this evening, and it's Austria. Guten Abend. Bonsoir Autriche. Puis-je avoir vos votes, s'il vous plaît?
Allô Dublin, ici Vienne, bonsoir. Voici les résultats du jury autrichien. Allemagne, 5 points.
Allemagne, 1 point. Germany, 1 point.
Non, je répète. Allemagne, 5 points.
Je m'excuse. Allemagne, 5 points. Germany...
Excuse me, I'm just talking now with the Austrian jury. You have forgotten that you should start by ascending order, giving as the first point 1, 2, 3, etc. So I can't understand why you start by 5.
Bonsoir Autriche, est-ce que vous avez compris? Il faut commencer avec le numéro 1, puis le numéro 2,
pulling
3,
Austria
4
back
et ainsi
into
de suite,
shape
s'il vous
there.
plaît.
A box in the ears for Austria.
Belgique, 1 point.
Belgique,
That's
1
more
point.
like it.
Belgium, 1 point.
I should think so.
Suisse, 2 points.
Suisse, 2 points. Switzerland, 2 points.
Pays-Bas, 3 points.
Pays-Bas, 3 points. Netherlands, 3 points.
Royaume-Uni, 4 points.
Royaume-Uni, 4 points. United Kingdom, 4 points.
That's a disappointing low
Allemagne,
mark.
5 points.
Allemagne, 5 points. Germany, 5 points.
Grèce, 6 points.
Grèce, 6 points. Greece, 6 points.
Irlande, 7 points.
Irlande, 7 points. Ireland, 7 points.
That's going to be greeted with applause every time they get a good mark.
8 points. Israël, 8 points.
Israël, 8 points. Israel, 8 points.
Luxembourg, 10 points.
Luxembourg, 10 points. Luxembourg, 10 points.
Were they listening to the same songs that I was? That's what I want to know.
France, 12
France, 12
points.
points. France, 12 points.
Oh, Jean Gabillou looks delighted.
Et ceci termine les points attribués par le jury autrichien. Bonsoir.
Frank Naef has a word or two to say.
Could you go a little bit more slow, please?
Certainly.
Thank you.
Frank asserting
Our
himself.
next jury is the Turkish jury. İyi akşamlar. Good evening, Turkey. Could I have your votes, please?
İyi akşamlar. Hello, Dublin. Ankara calling. Here are the results of the Turkish jury. Denmark, 1 point.
Denmark, 1 point. Danemark, 1 point.
Switzerland, 2 points.
Switzerland, 2 points.
Beginning to look as if
Suisse,
melody is out.
2 points.
Ireland, 3 points.
Ireland, 3 points. Irlande, 3 points.
Yugoslavia, 4 points.
Yugoslavia, 4 points. Yugoslavie, 4 points.
Netherlands, 5 points.
Netherlands, 5 points. Pays-Bas, 5 points.
Austria, 6 points.
Austria, 6 points. Autriche, 6 points.
Belgium, 7 points.
Belgium, 7 points. Belgique, 7 points.
United Kingdom, 8 points.
That's a
United
bit more like
Kingdom,
it.
8 points. Royaume-Uni, 8 points.
Spain, 10 points.
Spain, 10 points. Espagne, 10 points.
You see just how subjective
Germany,
popular music can be.
12
12 points to Germany.
Germany, 12 points. Allemagne, 12 points.
And that completes the points of the Turkish jury.
That
Good
means
night, Dublin.
Germany's in the lead.
Good night, Turkey, and thank you very
17
much.
points.
Thank you.
Our
United
next
Kingdom well there
jury
with
is
12.
the German jury. Guten Abend. Good evening, Germany. Could I have your votes, please?
Hello, Dublin, Munich calling, and here are the results of the German jury. Denmark, 1 point.
Denmark, 1 point. Danemark, 1 point.
Greece, 2 points.
Greece, 2 points. Grèce, 2 points.
Netherlands, 3 points.
Netherlands, 3 points. Pays-Bas, 3 points.
United Kingdom, 4 points.
United Kingdom, 4 points. Royaume-Uni, 4
Not many
points.
there.
Luxembourg, 5 points.
Luxembourg, 5 points. Luxembourg, 5 points.
Ireland, 6 points.
Ireland, 6 points. Irlande, 6 points.
Level pegging with the United
Switzerland,
Kingdom.
7 points.
Switzerland, 7 points. Suisse, 7 points.
Portugal, 8 points.
Portugal,
Extraordinary
8
variation in the
points.
scoring.
Portugal, 8 points.
Sweden, 10 points.
That was the
Sweden,
final song. Good
10
song.
points. Sweden,
Who's
10
going to get
points.
the 12 points?
And France,
France again.
12 points.
France, 12 points. France, 12 points.
That's France, 24
And that
points.
completes the points of the German jury.
In the lead, ahead of Germany with 17. And
Thank
with
you very
16
much,
each,
Germany.
the United
Our
Kingdom
next
and
jury
Ireland.
is
France in the lead.
Luxembourg. Bonsoir, Luxembourg. Puis-je avoir vos votes, s'il vous plaît?
Oui, bonsoir Iran, bonsoir Dublin. Voici donc les résultats du jury luxembourgeois. Turquie, 1 point.
At last, a point for Turkey.
1 point. Turkey, 1 point.
Suède, 2 points.
Suède, 2 points.
See, 10 points from the
Sweden,
last jury and only 2
points.
from this one.
Allemagne, 3 points.
Allemagne, 3 points. Germany, 3 points.
Israël, 4 points.
Israël, 4 points. Israel, 4 points.
Royaume-Uni, 5 points.
Royaume-Uni, 5 points. United Kingdom, 5 points.
Grèce, 6 points.
Grèce, 6 points. Greece, 6 points.
Danemark, 7 points.
Danemark, 7 points. Denmark, 7 points.
Suisse, 8 points.
Suisse, 8 points.
That's the best set of marks they've
Switzerland,
had so far.
8 points.
Irlande, 10 points.
Second best score for Ireland.
10 points.
Now who's going to
Ireland,
get the top mark?
10 points.
France,
France
12
again.
Et
12
France,
points.
12 points. France, 12 points.
I know nothing about European popular music. It's painfully obvious.
Bonsoir, Luxembourg.
Jean
Merci
Gabilou.
Our next jury is in Israel. Erev Tov. Good evening, Israel. Could I have your votes,
Scoreboard's gone a little awry. Ireland have now got 326 points, and nothing has been added to France. I think Frank Naef is going to have to jump in a minute.
12 points.
Stop,
Can I-
please, stop.
Here he comes.
There is a slight problem with the scoreboard.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I know how he feels from the song for
Could you
Europe.
hold on? France should lead now with 36 points.
That's right.
Thank you.
3-12 they've
Doireann,
had.
you can proceed now with the next country.
France
Right,
in
we'll
the
go
lead.
back to
36.
Israel. Israel, could I have your vote,
Ireland
please?
with 26 in second place.
Again. Belgium, 1 point.
Belgium, 1 point. Belgique, 1 point.
Finland, 2 points.
First point for Finland.
Finland, 2 points.
Only Norway
Finland,
and Cyprus
2
have no
points.
points yet. Cyprus with no points.
Luxembourg, 3 points.
Luxembourg, 3 points. Luxembourg, 3 points.
Netherlands, 4 points.
Netherlands, 4 points. Pays-Bas, 4 points.
Cyprus, 5 points.
That's the first set of marks for Cyprus, which I thought was a very upbeat and cheery song.
Chypre, 5 points.
Thank goodness for that.
Spain, 6 points.
Spain, 6 points. Espagne, 6 points.
France, 7 points.
France, 7 points.
It's a low mark for France.
7 points.
Germany, 8 points.
Germany, 8 points. Allemagne, 8 points.
Ireland, 10 points.
Ireland scoring well, scoring
Ireland,
steadily.
10 points.
In second place now to
Irlande,
France.
10 points.
United Kingdom,
Top mark for the
12
United Kingdom.
United Kingdom, 12 points.
That puts the United Kingdom in third place.
And that completes the points
France
of the
in the lead
Eurovision
with
jury.
43,
Thank you very
Ireland
much,
the
Israel,
second,
and
36, UK
now
with
to
33.
our next jury, which is in Denmark. Go aften, good evening, Denmark. Could I have your votes, please?
Hello, Dublin, Guelph, Copenhagen calling. Here are the results of the Danish jury. Austria, 1 point.
Austria, 1 point. Autriche, 1 point.
France, 2 points.
France,
The variation
2
in voting
points.
is quite extraordinary this
France,
year, I think. How they
2
can be
points.
given 12 by 3 countries,
Cyprus, 3 points.
then 2 points by somebody
Cyprus,
else.
3 points. Chypre, 3 points.
Switzerland, 4 points.
Switzerland, 4 points. Suisse, 4 points.
Scoring disappointingly, I think,
Sweden,
Switzerland.
5 points.
Sweden, 5 points. Suède, 5 points.
Belgium, 6 points.
Belgium, 6 points.
That's for the lady with the
Belgique,
legs.
6 points.
Samson.
Netherlands, 7 points.
Netherlands, 7 points. Pays-Bas, 7 points.
Germany, 8 points.
Germany, 8 points.
Unless I miss my
Allemagne,
guess,
8
Turkey
points.
have scored a point but has been taken back from
United
them.
Kingdom, 10 points.
Good mark for the United Kingdom on that.
10 points.
Now who's going to get the 12?
10 points.
And now, listen carefully, Ireland, 12 points.
Irish song doing very well for Sheba.
Ireland,
48.
12 points.
In the lead,
Irlande,
France in
12
second
points.
place with 45. The United Kingdom are 43. I'm sure Turkey have a point there, but it's been taken away. And Norway have yet to
Good
score.
night, Denmark, and thank you very much.
They quite
Our
like
next
the Danes
jury
over
is
here.
in Yugoslavia. Dobro večer. Good evening, Yugoslavia. Could I have your votes, please? Good evening, Yugoslavia.
In the silence
Try
that
once
followed, they knew that
Good evening, Yugoslavia.
Frank
Could
Naef is
I
on
have
the
your
phone.
votes,
You can't
please?
see him. He's on the red phone. Something has gone wrong.
We have still some difficulties to get Yugoslavia, but I think they are coming in.
It's
Fine,
probably
we'll
a
hold
Russian
on for
plot,
just
you
a
know.
moment. If I could see the scoreboard, I think it looks...
There you are, Yugoslavia rolling through.
Good evening, Yugoslavia. Could I have your votes, please?
I don't have it.
Yeah? Thank you very much.
This is a bit of a problem here now because I think Yugoslavia are in a bit of a sulk. You just said that she doesn't have the vote. Maybe the jury won't give her the votes.
Yes, I'm here.
There she is.
Yes, Yugoslavia, I can hear
I'm
you.
calling Dublin. Belgrade calling Dublin. Do you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
Here are the results of the Yugoslav jury.
Carry on, girl.
Hello, Dublin.
Hello.
Yes. Okay.
Fine, thank you.
Here are the results of the
The
Yugoslav
miracle
jury.
of television.
Greece, 1 point.
Greece, 1 point. Grèce, 1 point.
Germany, 2 points.
Germany, 2 points. Allemagne, 2 points.
Turkey, 3 points.
Yes, they've given them
Turkey,
back that 1
3
point that they earned
points.
before. That brings them up to
Turkey,
4.
3 points. France, 4 points.
France's scoring
France,
is going up and down like a
4
seesaw.
points.
Ireland, 5 points.
Ireland, 5 points.
Pretty disappointed with that in the
Irlande,
hall.
5 points.
Cyprus, 6 points.
Cyprus, 6 points. Chypre, 6 points.
Sweden, 7 points.
Sweden, 7 points. Suède, 7 points.
Belgium, 8 points.
Belgium, 8 points. Belgique, 8 points.
United Kingdom, 10 points.
Good mark for the United Kingdom,
United
bringing
Kingdom,
them on a level with Ireland.
10 points. Royaume-Uni, 10 points.
Switzerland gets the... Eh?
Switzerland, 12 points.
Yes, Switzerland gets the top
Suisse,
mark.
12 points.
How about time, too? So they're making a late burst.
We wish you a pleasant evening. Good night, Dublin.
Good night, Yugoslavia,
Good old
and
Belgrade.
thank you very much.
53 each,
Our
United
next
Kingdom and
jury
Ireland,
is
neck
the
and neck.
Finnish jury. Hyvää iltaa. Good evening, Finland. Could I have your votes, please?
This is Helsinki calling. Here are the results of the Finnish jury. Sweden, 1 point.
Sweden, 1 point.
The cheery voice
Suède,
here.
1 point.
Belgium, 2 points.
Belgium, 2 points. Belgique, 2 points.
United Kingdom, 3 points.
United Kingdom, 3 points.
No wonder she sounds so
Royaume-Uni,
glum.
3 points.
3 points.
Luxembourg, 4 points.
Luxembourg, 4 points. Luxembourg, 4 points.
Turkey, 5 points.
Turkey, 5
Turkey,
points.
5 points.
Turkey, 5 points.
Israel, 6 points.
Israel, 6 points. Israël, 6 points.
Germany, 7 points.
Germany, 7 points.
Germany's still well
Allemagne,
there.
7 points.
Yugoslavia, 8 points.
Yugoslavia, 8 points. Yugoslavie, 8 points.
France, 10 points.
10 points to France.
10 points.
Wonder if Ireland are going to get
France,
the 12.
10 points.
And Switzerland,
Oh, Switzerland
12
again.
points.
Very late burst from Switzerland.
12 points.
That
Suisse,
puts them right in the running.
12 points.
That means France are in the lead with 59. United Kingdom in second place, 56. Ireland with 53. And
Good night,
Switzerland
Finland,
coming up on the
and thank you
rails
for your
with
vote.
47.
Now we come to our next jury, and our next jury is in France. Bonsoir la France, puis-je avoir vos votes s'il vous plaît?
Allô Dublin, bonsoir, ici Paris. Voici les résultats du jury français. Finlande, 1 point.
Finlande, 1 point.
Poor old Norway haven't got a
Finland,
vote yet.
1 point.
Pays-Bas, 2 points.
Pays-Bas, 2 points. Netherlands, 2 points.
Luxembourg, 3 points.
Luxembourg, 3 points. Luxembourg, 3 points.
Danemark, 4 points.
Danemark, 4 points. Denmark, 4 points.
Autriche, 5 points.
Autriche, 5 points. Austria, 5 points.
Irlande, 6 points.
Irlande, 6 points.
6 points from
Ireland,
the French
6
jury.
points.
Royaume-Uni, 7 points.
Royaume-Uni, 7 points. United Kingdom, 7 points.
That will put the United Kingdom in the lead because France cannot vote for themselves.
Allemagne, 8 points. Germany, 8 points.
Suisse, 10 points.
Suisse, 10 points. Switzerland, 10 points.
Suède, 12 points.
Full marks for Sweden.
Suède, 12 points. Sweden, 12 points.
Et ceci termine les points
Extraordinary.
attribués
Switzerland,
par les jury français.
Ireland.
Bye bye, Dublin.
Well
Bye-bye.
there.
Merci beaucoup.
France too, but the United Kingdom
Now,
in the lead
our
with
next jury
63.
this evening
But
is
then
the
France
Spanish
have
jury.
already
Buenas
voted. They
tardes.
must be in with a very
Good
good
evening,
chance now, with
bonsoir,
59.
Espagne. Puis-je avoir vos votes, s'il vous plaît?
Allô Dublin, bonsoir. Ici Madrid. Voici les résultats du jury espagnol. Luxembourg, 1 point.
Luxembourg, 1 point. Luxembourg, 1 point.
Finlande, 2 points.
Irlande, 2 points.
Finland.
Pardon?
Finlande. Je m'excuse. Finlande, 2 points. Finland, 2 points.
Danemark, 3 points.
Danemark, 3 points. Denmark, 3 points.
Suisse, 4 points.
Suisse, 4 points. Switzerland, 4 points.
Irlande, 5 points.
Irlande, 5 points. Ireland, 5 points.
Autriche, 6 points.
Autriche, 6 points. Austria, 6 points.
Pays-Bas, 7 points.
Pays-Bas, 7 points.
Well,
Netherlands,
Spain is certainly
7
spraying the marks
points.
around.
Royaume-Uni, 8 points.
Say too much
Royaume-Uni,
against them.
8 points. United Kingdom, 8 points.
Grèce, 10 points.
Grèce,
Some
10
well-deserved
points.
marks for the Greek entry.
Greece, 10 points.
If I well understood her.
Est-ce que je peux vous demander encore une fois, Madrid, s'il vous plaît?
Oui.
La
Grèce.
dernière vote.
Grèce, 10 points.
C'est Grèce?
Oui, c'est Grèce.
Oui, merci. Et puis,
Allemagne, 12 points.
Allemagne, 12 points.
Full marks for Germany.
12 points.
Et ceci constitue le vote du jury
Marks, as I
espagnol.
said, being sprayed around in all
Bonsoir
directions by the
et
various
merci.
international juries. I'm just looking at
Our
it here.
next
71, the
jury
United
this
Kingdom in the
evening
lead.
is the jury
And in
of
second
the
place is
Netherlands.
Germany with
Goedenavond.
65,
Good
then
evening,
Ireland with
Netherlands.
64,
Could I
and
have your
Switzerland
vote,
with
please?
61.
Goedenavond, Dublin. Hello, Dublin. Hilversum calling. Here are the results of the Netherlands jury.
Sorry,
Switzerland.
could you hold on a second? We have a slight problem with the counting.
Yeah. Can I ask you in the Netherlands, please, to hold on for one moment, because we have a small problem here at the scoreboard. We'll be back with you in just a moment.
We'll wait.
Gets very hairy at the old scoreboard here on the Eurovision Song Contest. Frank Naef totting up there.
Okay?
It's correct. You can proceed. Thank
Fine.
you.
If I can come back to you again, Netherlands.
Yes, here we are. Switzerland, 1 point.
Switzerland, 1 point. Suisse, 1 point.
Denmark, 2 points.
Denmark, 2 points. Danemark, 2 points.
Germany, 3 points.
Germany, 3 points. Allemagne, 3 points.
Spain, 4 points.
Spain, 4 points. Espagne, 4 points.
Finland, 5 points.
Finland, 5 points. Finlande, 5 points.
France, 6 points.
France, 6 points. France, 6 points.
Israel, 7 points.
Israel, 7 points. Israël, 7 points.
Cyprus, 8 points.
It's a good mark for Cyprus.
8 points. Chypre, 8 points.
Ireland, 10 points.
Second best mark for Ireland.
Ireland, 10 points.
Could put them in the lead.
10 points.
United Kingdom.
No, it doesn't, because the United Kingdom gets 12.
United Kingdom, 12 points.
Bucks Fizz in the lead. We're making your mind up for the
12
United
points.
Kingdom with 83 points. In second place, Ireland with 74.
Good night,
France
Hilversum, and
slipping out
thank
of the
you very
reckoning
much
just a
for your
little.
vote. Our next jury is the Irish jury.
And Norway still haven't got a point.
Dublin. Could I have your vote, please?
Hello, Doireann. This is Dublin calling, and here are the results of the Irish jury. Greece, 1 point.
Greece, 1 point. Grèce, 1 point.
Yugoslavia, 2 points.
Yugoslavia, 2 points. Yugoslavie, 2 points.
Spain, 3 points.
Spain, 3 points. Espagne, 3 points.
France, 4 points.
France, 4 points. France, 4 points.
Finland, 5 points.
Finland, 5 points. Finlande, 5 points.
Germany, 6 points.
Germany, 6 points. Allemagne, 6 points.
Israel, 7 points.
Israel, 7 points. Israël, 7 points.
Cyprus, 8 points.
Cyprus, 8 points. Chypre, 8 points.
United Kingdom, 10 points.
Good mark from Ireland for the
United
United Kingdom, putting them well in the
10
lead.
points. Royaume-Uni, 10 points.
And Switzerland, 12 points.
In my book,
Switzerland,
deservedly full marks for
12
Switzerland.
points. Suisse,
Still there with the chance.
12 points.
They're sharing second place with 3 countries, Ireland, Germany, and Switzerland, and in the lead, United Kingdom,
Our
flashing there with
next
93
jury
points.
is the Norwegian jury. Good evening, Norway. Could I have your votes, please?
No points yet for Norway. Maybe they won't give any points to anybody else.
Here are the results of the Norwegian jury. Yugoslavia, 1 point.
Yugoslavia, 1 point. Yugoslavie, 1 point.
Greece, 2 points.
Greece, 2 points. Grèce, 2 points.
United Kingdom, 3 points.
3 points.
United Kingdom, 3 points. Royaume-Uni, 3 points.
Germany, 4 points.
Germany, 4 points. Allemagne, 4 points.
France, 5 points.
France, 5 points. France, 5 points.
Sweden, 6 points.
Sweden, 6 points. Suède, 6 points.
Cyprus, 7 points.
Cyprus, 7 points. Chypre, 7 points.
Israel, 8 points.
Israel, 8 points. Israël, 8 points.
Spain, 10 points.
Spain, 10 points. Espagne, 10 points.
Who's going to get the top mark?
Switzerland,
Switzerland
12.
again.
Switzerland, 12 points.
Switzerland
Suisse,
now
12
the
points.
closest challenger to the United Kingdom.
Good night.
And again, the fluctuations in the scoring
Thank you very
from the
much,
different
Oslo.
countries has been quite
Now we
extraordinary
come
this year.
to our nearest
More bizarre
neighbours'
than usual.
vote. It's the vote from the United Kingdom. Good evening to you,
And again,
United
we
Kingdom.
cannot
Hello,
vote for
good evening,
ourselves.
Dublin, London calling. Here are the results of the United Kingdom jury. France, 1 point.
France, 1 point.
Heavens.
France, 1 point.
Giscard
Sweden,
d'Estaing is
2
going to like
points.
that.
Sweden,
dear.
2 points. Suède, 2 points.
Belgium, 3 points.
Belgium, 3 points. Belgique, 3 points.
Israel, 4 points.
Israel, 4 points. Israël, 4 points.
Denmark, 5 points.
Denmark, 5 points. Denmark, 5 points.
Netherlands, 6 points.
Netherlands, 6 points. Pays-Bas, 6 points.
Germany, 7 points.
Germany, 7 points. Allemagne, 7 points.
Greece, 8 points.
Greece, 8 points. Grèce, 8 points.
Cyprus, 10 points.
Cyprus, 10 points. Chypre, 10 points.
Switzerland, 12
Switzerland
points.
get the full marks from the United Kingdom jury.
Switzerland, 12 points. Suisse, 12 points.
And that, Doireann, completes
And that
the
means that
points of the
Switzerland.
United Kingdom jury. Good night.
Do you think I'm going to win
Thank you
my
very
money?
much
Switzerland
to
are in the
United
lead,
Kingdom
98
jury.
over the
And
United
just to
Kingdom
have
with
a look at
96.
Scoreboard.
And with
I think
85,
it's
Germany.
Switzerland and then the United Kingdom
Ireland,
at the moment. But we'll go
France
on
with
to
75
our
and then
next
Ireland
jury,
with
which is
74. Ireland have had a
Portuguese jury.
disappointing
Boa
mark
noite.
there. No
Good
mark for the
evening,
United
Portugal.
Kingdom.
Could I have your votes, please?
Hello, Dublin, Sloan Lads, Lisbon calling.
Slán Leat, she
Here
says.
are the results of the
In Gaelic, that means
jury.
goodbye.
Finland, 1 point.
Finland, 1 point. Finlande, 1 point.
Denmark, 2 points.
Denmark, 2 points. Denmark, 2 points.
Spain, 3 points.
Spain, 3 points. Espagne, 3 points.
Luxembourg, 4 points.
Luxembourg, 4 points. Luxembourg, 4 points.
Israel, 5 points.
Israel, 5 points. Israel
have been
5
scoring
points.
very steadily.
United Kingdom, 6
Only
points.
6 points for the United Kingdom.
United Kingdom, 6 points.
Gone over the top.
Royaume-Uni, 6 points.
Netherlands, 7 points.
Netherlands, 7 points. Pays-Bas, 7 points.
Switzerland, 8 points.
Switzerland, 8 points.
That means they hold the lead.
Suisse, 8 points.
France, 10 points.
France, 10 points.
Coming
France, 10 points.
Who's going to get the 12?
Germany, 12
Germany
points.
get the 12 points.
And Germany, 12
Ireland have had
points.
no points at all from the last two juries.
12 points.
And that brings Germany back in the reckoning.
Votes of the Portuguese jury. Good night.
So it's Switzerland in the
Good
lead,
night, and
106.
thank you very
United
much
Kingdom
for your vote.
slipping to second place,
Our
102.
next jury this evening is
Germany with 97.
Goedenavond, bonsoir.
France with
Good evening,
85.
Belgium. Could I
Ireland
have your vote,
74.
please?
Hello Dublin, goedenavond. Brussels calling. Here is the result of the Belgian jury. Ireland, 1 point.
Ooh.
Ireland, 1 point. Irlande, 1 point.
Netherlands, 2 points.
Netherlands, 2 points. Pays-Bas, 2 points.
France, 3 points.
France, 3 points.
Is nobody going to give Norway a mark?
France, 3 points.
Sweden, 4 points.
Sweden, 4 points. Suède, 4 points.
Sweden have done well for Bjorn Skifs.
Yugoslavia, 5 points.
Yugoslavia, 5 points. Yugoslavie, 5 points.
Greece, 6 points.
Greece, 6 points. Grèce, 6 points.
Cyprus, 7 points.
Cyprus, 7 points.
Good scoring for the
Chypre,
first ever entry from
7
Cyprus.
points.
United Kingdom, 8 points.
United Kingdom, 8 points. Royaume-Uni, 8 points.
Germany, 10 points.
Germany beginning to score
Germany,
very heavily.
10 points. Allemagne, 10 points.
Denmark, 12 points.
Denmark, 12 points.
Staggering.
Denmark,
Staggering.
12 points.
And that completed the votes of the Belgian jury. Goedenavond, good night.
Good night, and thank you, Belgium.
Well, that means that with that
Our next jury
strange set of
this evening
votes there, the
is
United Kingdom's in the
Greek
lead with
jury.
110.
Kalispera. Good evening, Greece. Could I have your vote, please?
Hello, Dublin. Athens calling. Well, here are the results of the Greek jury. Portugal, 1 point.
Portugal, 1 point. Portugal, 1 point.
Yugoslavia, 2 points.
Yugoslavia, 2 points. Yugoslavie, 2 points.
Netherlands, 3 points.
Netherlands, 3 points. Pays-Bas, 3 points.
Switzerland, 4 points.
Switzerland, 4 points.
It's a disappointing mark
Suisse,
for
4
Switzerland.
points.
Germany, 5 points.
Germany, 5 points. Allemagne, 5 points.
United Kingdom, 6 points.
And for the United Kingdom,
United Kingdom, 6 points. Royaume-Uni, 6 points.
this is going to throw it all up in the air again.
7 points.
Belgium, 7 points. Belgique, 7 points.
France, 8 points.
France, 8 points.
France coming back.
France, 8 points.
Ireland, 10 points.
And so is Ireland.
Ireland, 10 points. Irlande, 10 points.
Cyprus, 12 points.
Full marks to Cyprus. That's the first
Cyprus,
set of full marks, which I
12
must say,
points.
I think they
Chypre,
deserve it.
12 points.
But again, the marks have been quite extraordinary.
Of the Greek jury. Good evening.
And it still
Good
means the
evening,
United Kingdom
Greece,
hold the
and
lead
thank you
at
for your
116,
vote. And
closely
our
followed by
next jury
Germany with
is the
112
Cyprus jury.
and Switzerland with
Kalispera.
110,
Good evening,
France with
Cyprus. Could I have
96.
your vote, please?
Bad line to Cyprus. Doireann Ní Bhriain
Good evening,
looking worried.
Cyprus.
Hello, Dublin. Nicosia calling. Here are the results of the Cyprus jury. Sweden, 1 point.
Sweden, 1 point. Suède, 1 point.
Netherlands, 2 points.
Netherlands, 2 points. Pays-Bas, 2 points.
Yugoslavia, 3 points.
Yugoslavia, 3 points. Yugoslavie, 3 points.
United Kingdom, 4 points.
Oh, that isn't good for
United
us.
Kingdom, 4 points. Royaume-Uni, 4 points.
Belgium, 5 points.
Belgium, 5 points. Belgique, 5 points.
Greece, 6 points.
Greece, 6 points. Grèce, 6 points.
France, 7 points.
France, 7 points. France, 7 points.
Germany, 8 points.
Germany,
Drawing level
8
with the United
points.
Kingdom.
Allemagne, 8 points.
Switzerland, 10 points.
Second best mark to Switzerland. And that
10
means they've come up level with the United Kingdom and Germany. Who's going to get the top mark?
And Ireland,
Ireland get the top mark.
Ireland, 12 points.
97, that makes Ireland
12
97.
points.
And it also, as I've said, these marks being sprayed around in all directions, and it means that there are 1, 2, 3 countries sharing
Good
the
night,
lead.
Cyprus,
Germany,
and
United
thank you
Kingdom,
for your
and
vote.
Switzerland. France are very
We
well
have
there, and so
2
are Ireland.
more juries to go, the Swiss one and the Swedish one. And as you can see, things are getting fairly close, but I think we'll carry on with the voting. Bonsoir, Suisse. Puis-je avoir vos votes, s'il vous plaît?
Bonsoir Dublin, ici Berne. Voici les résultats du jury suisse. Irlande, 1 point.
You see, 1 point for Ireland.
Irlande,
Switzerland.
1 point.
And poor old Norway still
Ireland,
hasn't got a
1
point.
point.
Espagne, 2 points.
Espagne, 2 points. Spain, 2 points.
Chypre, 3 points.
Chypre, 3 points. Cyprus, 3 points.
Israël, 4 points.
Israël, 4 points. Israel, 4 points.
Finlande, 5 points.
Finlande, 5 points. Finland, 5 points.
Luxembourg, 6 points.
Luxembourg, 6 points. Luxembourg, 6 points.
Grèce, 7 points.
Grèce, 7 points. Greece, 7 points.
Royaume-Uni, 8 points.
Royaume-Uni, 8 points.
8 points to the United Kingdom.
8 points.
Yes, really close.
Yougoslavie, 10 points.
10 points for Yugoslavia.
Yugoslavie, 10 points. Yugoslavia, 10 points.
Who's going to get the big 12? France gets it. And that really has thrown it wide open.
12 points.
Heavens above.
12 points.
That's 115 to them. The United Kingdom is in the lead by 8 points. 128. Jean Gabidou there on your screens, the French singer with Hum Manahum. He took an early lead and then slipped out, but is coming back
Our
again.
last jury of the evening.
Last
and
jury, it's all
the
resting
Swedish jury.
with the Swedish jury.
Good afternoon. Good evening, Sweden. Could I have your vote, please?
Good evening, Dublin. Welcome calling. Here are the results of the Swedish jury. Switzerland, 1 point.
1 point to Switzerland. Disappointing mark.
1 point.
And they're out of it then.
Austria, 2 points.
Austria, 2 points. Autriche, 2 points.
Israel, 3 points.
Israël, 3 points. Israël, 3 points.
Denmark, 4 points.
Denmark, 4 points. Danemark, 4 points.
Luxembourg, 5 points.
Tremendous tension here.
Luxembourg, 5 points. Luxembourg, 5 points.
Finland, 6 points.
Finland, 6 points. Finlande, 6 points.
Ireland, 7 points.
Ireland, 7 points. Irlande, 7 points.
Host country has scored very well. That's it. United Kingdom.
United Kingdom, 8 points.
That's it. I don't think they can be caught.
8 points.
In fact, I'm sure they can.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that vote. Could you repeat your last
10
vote,
points to
please?
France.
10 points.
France, 10
The United
points.
Kingdom have done it.
Germany,
Box
12
fizz.
points.
Germany, 12 points.
12 points to Germany.
12 points.
And they're going to be in second place. They're going to be in second place.
Thank you very much for your vote.
In third place is France with 125, but you can see it flashing. The United Kingdom have done it again. Heavens, they've done it again. But making your mind up. Another win for the United Kingdom. 136. 4 points ahead of Germany with 132. Then France with 125. Ireland with 105. Sorry, Switzerland with 121 and Ireland with 105. The closest Eurovision Song Contest I've seen for a long time.
And the winner of the Eurovision Song Contest 1981 with 136 points is the United Kingdom with Making Your Mind Up, sung...
There's Mike Nolan in tears.
Sung by Box Fizz and composed by Andy Hill and John Danter.
Up they come from the artists' rest area. Box Fizz. That's Jay and Cheryl and Mike and Bobby. And they're all very emotional. Of course, they're being led on stage because they get the award of the Grand Prix. And then they reprise the song and sing it for us once again. Number 5 in the hit parade in the United Kingdom, and I'll take a small bet that this might well go to number 1 in the British hit parade this week. The fanfare. The doors are finally opened, and out they come, embracing Andy Hill and John Danter, the writers of the winning song, Making Your Mind Up, sung by Box Fizz. Tremendous. It's absolutely beside themselves. That was a really, really close contest. I've, as I said, never seen marks in the Eurovision being sprayed around with quite such abandon as they were by some of the international juries. It made me wonder if I had been at the same contest as they've been watching.
And here to present the prizes are the winners of last year's Eurovision Song Contest, singer Johnny Logan and composer Shay Healy.
Johnny Logan, who won it with What's Another Year, forcing his way through the door with the bouquet and the Grand Prix trophy. Shay Healy, who has asked me to tell you, because so many people have been asking him how much money he won, or he has earned from writing the winning song, that he is in fact wearing old money bags who've been made up into his suit. But Johnny Logan kissing everybody. There's Shay Healy in his money bags. Congratulations to Andy Hill and John Danter. Marvellous for them. Let's hope it's just the beginning. And that too for Box Fizz. Very engaging and vivacious group. Their performance deserved that. They really, really gave it everything. Look at them beside themselves.
Well, that brings us to the end of the 1981 Eurovision Song Contest. I hope you all enjoy the evening, and from all of us here in Dublin, a very good night to you. Et voici qui nous amène à la fin du
Doireann Ní Bhriain has had a hard time at that scoreboard. Some of the lines were a little slow coming in, but I thought she coped beautifully with it. And we had a little difficulty, but she remained sunny throughout. And she expressed herself beautifully too, in French and Gaelic, as well as English. Now, the group, Box Fizz, they're out there on stage, they're ready to sing, reprise the winning song, the song that's going to hopefully start them on the road to tremendous success. John Comer will conduct it as he did so well in the contest, and throughout the rehearsals, they're ready to go, they're ready to jump all over the stage, making your mind up. It's won it for the United Kingdom, Box Fizz.